I highly recommend it. EDC, a knife, the Victorinox Compact. We're going to take a closer at its black wave variation, and then the Duke of Edinburgh Award. So let's get started. Here we have the Victorinox Compact, one of the stars of today's video, and its silver box, which is falling apart out of nowhere. I mean, let's hope the new boxes hold up a little better and are more collector friendly, although they're less environmentally friendly than this one. Here is the drawing with the tools, the identification number 123405, which we'll also have here. If you recall, it's the same identification number as the golfer. Obviously, inside will be the instructions, which we've already seen 1,000 times, which is why we're going to leave it on the side here. Let's go to the tools. We have scissors. Over here, the main blade. As this is a new version, there won't be a lot of differences. The cutting blade. On this side, the combo tool. What does it have? The wire stripper, bottle opener. On this side, there's a can opener and a flathead screwdriver. Here we have the corkscrew that has the mini screwdriver for access and the pin hidden here. This pin is a little bent because it was stuck out a little when the corkscrew was lowered. On this side, the nail file with the multi-purpose hook. It's really good to have the file like this, right? It's not bad. Well, the ring and the handle tools that we already showed you, the pen. Here we have the tweezers. Over here, the toothpick and the pen. Oh, you already know the trick with the pen. You have to place it so that it fits inside so you can write. Okay, we put it tightly and we're going to write much more comfortably. Now, our friend Jose from the EDC and Museum channel is going to show us a very special edition. Okay.
Hello, video collaboration with Juan Manuel Sosa Licudis channel. I'm going to show you an exclusive 2024 edition that was made for the Mexican market and for Father's Day. It's a Victorinox Compact called Dark Wave. They come in this box. Here we see what it comes with. The compact with a very nice leather case that you'll see soon. And here we have the identification number. So let's see the piece. Here it is. This is black leather with the emblem, the goods here, white stitching, and belt loop. And we have this very, very nice compact with waves across the entire handle on both sides. It comes with a lanyard, the handle tools, and ballpoint pen, ballpoint, toothpick, and tweezers, matching in black. The corkscrew with the rasp is also black wood, that it is Phillips, not flat like in traditional compact. The pin, the multi-purpose blade with file, and here we have the combo tool, the scissors, and the blade with a particularity that also, as indicated by the model, it comes engraved with waves across both sides of the blade. You can see it there. Well, that is the Dark Wave compact that was made in 2024 for Father's Day in Mexico.
I don't want to overlook a few details about the box that Jose showed us. First, the identification number is 1.3405.3-1. There you go. And secondly, on the left side of the box, we see that it specifies the countries where each item was made. It tells us that the knife and mini screwdriver were made in Switzerland, the sheath in Mexico, and the knife's cord in Taiwan. And one thing to keep in mind, now we're going to see a rare version, the Duke of Edinburgh Award, which is going to be shown to us by its namesake, Juan Manuel Borrero.
Once again from Colombia for the channel of its namesake, Knives and Friends of Juan Manuel Sosa Licudis. My name is Juan Manuel Borrero. Today I'm here to show you the Duke of Edinburgh. This model was created specifically for the Duke of Edinburgh Award and was a recommended item on the expedition. Hit the list. Its scales marked Duke of Edinburgh are very similar to the compact. Now let's compare. We have the combo tool, the scissors, it's blunt blade, most likely 91 millimeters, right? Most likely because it was a children's contest, the Duke of Edinburgh Award. That's why it's a blunt blade. Is very similar to the 84 millimeter one of my. We have the hook with file, and the Phillips screwdriver. Its handles are normal. They're not plus, but they do have a pin. The knife was discontinued in 2017. It probably didn't reappear due to all the regulations on its knives and such, so it stopped appearing. Very nice, very collectible. Here we see the difference with the compact. As I said, the blade, the compact has a normal blade instead of a Phillips. It removes cork, and the compact does have plus handles. That's the difference between the Duke of Edinburgh and the compact. A very nice piece. If you see it, don't hesitate to get one. A hug.
The history of the Victorinox Compact would begin, according to many sources, in 1991 when a hook was added to the golfer. The golfer would go in two directions. On the one hand, it would become a compact. On the other hand, it would continue to be a golfer and would change the combo tool for the divot repair tool for the divot tool. But I put an asterisk at this point because it would not be seen until the 2000 catalog, where we can see the Victorinox Compact for the first time. If you have an earlier catalog where the compact appears, please tell in the comments. This knife favors those who say it came out in 1991, such as sakwigimultitool.org at UORT leaf pick. It must be said that there were models where the multi-purpose hook did not have a file, and if it does, it corresponds to knives from before 1998. The Victorinox Compact also came in black, and its most sought-after variation was the one shown by Jose, which is the dark, of which there were only 5,000 models on the models on the Mexican market. Now, I'll give you the information about the Duke of Edinburgh. I don't know when it began to be made, but I do know that it stopped being made in 2017. The Victorinox Compact is very good for using. Of course, for EDC, the fact that it has extra handles and that in just 2 layers we have the 15 functions is more than interesting. We will miss the one that requires more screwdrivers or the punch. Likewise, 100% recommended for urban EDC. Obviously, for collection purposes, a model that only comes in 2 colors is not that attractive. Was the black wave that Jose showed is very attractive, and the one with the same name, which is the Duke of Edinburgh Award. So, Worcester Award is even more attractive. Of course, there are 5,000 units of the dark wave, and that's all for the Mexican market. And as we were saying, in the evolution of the golfer, this is the next one, and there was another golfer that changed this for the debug tool or Mumekit. You can see that one in this video, and soon there will be a video of another configuration, or it may be very similar to this one.